Some small businesses in Windsor have been targeted by scammers, callers demanding money, telling owners that if they don't pay up, the power will be shut off. CBC's TJ Deer has more.
Dion Riom and his wife were in the middle of a rush period a couple of weeks ago when they received a call from a 1866 number. The person on the other end claimed to be from Enwin Utilities, saying Riom had to e-transfer $363 in unpaid fees within 45 minutes or their hydro would be shut off. In a state of panic, he paid.
I'm not very naive, but they got me on that one because I was nervous they're going to shut my power off, and we just started.
But at the same time, his wife called Enwin to verify if the call was legitimate. Less than a minute after he paid, the Rioms found out they were scammed.
I called the police, and they just said I had to file the report online. And I said to them, well, I have a 1866 number, and I have the e-transfer and address, and I'm like, why can't they do anything faster?
Riom contacted his bank. They sent this letter saying the business was liable for the transaction, and if you continue to persist in these activities, which we view as a risk to both you and CIBC, we will need to consider additional steps, including terminating our relationship with you. The bank told CBC News that it's looking into the matter. Others in the city were targeted, including this hair salon across the street. While Riom was caught at the wrong time, the staff here caught on.
It just didn't sound right at all. Someone who is trying to tell you that you're in arrears doesn't sound like a drill sergeant. So that basically, put my senses up.
Enwin says they don't employ what they call high-pressure tactics, such as immediately demanding money.
We do our best to try to send out communications to warn our customers, mainly via social media, that the scammers are out there in force, and obviously they're not representing our organization.
We called the phone number both Riom and Bonato received the calls from.
Thank you for calling SMUD, your community-owned, not-for-profit electric service.
Eventually, we reached someone who said his name was Roger, but he hung up. The same thing happened when we called again and spoke with a woman who said her name was Roberta. Riom says if anyone receives a similar call,
Step back and take a minute to think about it, or you hang up the phone and you try and figure things out before you do anything drastically.
Gleason also says to contact Enwin to verify if what the scammers are saying is true. TJ Deer, CBC News, Windsor.